Hello, Joe here, and today we're going to be putting together the Micke Desk from Ikea. This is the smaller version that they do offer, but they do also offer a larger one as well. This one's only about 28 and 3/4 inches wide. So let's get started. Now, you know and I know that it's getting hard to find things in stock, especially the more popular items at IKEA these days. But I had noticed that last time I went there, there was quite a bit of this little desk in stock, right in the main area, not even in one of the aisles or the bays. So, wanted to give it a try and put a little tiny desk in my office. First, I like to take everything out of the package and lay everything out so I can see what I'm working with. Here we have our hardware kit here. I'm just going to open it up and see what they've given us. Hopefully they give us a tool. I'm guessing they will. Looks like they have. Looks like we have some slides here for the drawer as well. We'll set that aside. And also our hardware kit as well. Looks like we have some little fuzzy stickers for maybe some feet. We'll see where that comes into play. Taking a look at our instruction booklet here, looks like there's a little bit more steps than I would expect, but let's just get started with the hardware here. Note that I like to lay out my hardware to know what I have, and a lot of it is to scale in the instruction booklet, so you can make sure you have the right pieces. Looks like we have our slides and our cup there, and let's get started with step one. It asks that you lay on a piece of carpet, and so that's what we're going to do. We're going to build it on our carpet here so not to scratch anything. We'll start with this piece here. This is going to be the drawer assembly that we're going to put together first. So note that there's some holes here in the slot. We'll lay it just as it showed in the instructions. We'll take some of these screws here. We'll place them right here on the hole opposite of the slot. Then we have our two side pieces here. Note that there's slots on one end of it but not the other. That's going to be directional. We'll take these wooden dowels, and on the end that's opposite of the slot, you'll see that that's where it's going to connect. We're going to put it in the wooden dowel into this hole here. You might need a hammer to tap it in the rest of the way. Here you go. It's all the way in there. Now we're going to attach this side piece to the front of the drawer. So note that the slot is going towards the inside of the drawer. We're going to line it up to the dowel here and then make sure it's all the way down. You can tell it's all the way down because you can see the head of the screw in the hole. Same thing for the other side. Now we'll grab our cam locks to lock those side pieces into place. Note that there's 3 different sizes in this kit. There's a tall one, a medium one, and a small one. This is the tall one and the medium one, and it's saying that it's not the right one. So we need to find the smaller cams, and there should only be 2 of them. You can't really find the wrong one on this piece because the others will not fit into these little cam holes. So here's the 2 that we have from our hardware kit. We'll place it in there. Make sure that the arrow is facing towards the head of the screw. That way it'll go in all the way flush so that we can tighten it. With these cam locks, you should only have to turn them about 45 degrees, maybe a little bit more, but that's all you need to lock it into place. Now we can grab our bottom piece for the drawer. It is directional. One side is painted, one side is not. So we'll make sure that the non-painted side goes towards the outside. You can just fit it into this slot here. It is going to be a little loose because we haven't attached it yet, but that's okay. Then we'll take this piece here. It's the only other piece with a slot that we could fit this particle board into, and all we have to do is slide it in this way so that the bottom piece of the drawer fits into that slot, and then the two ends fit into those notched pieces on the side, just like this. Yeah, just like this. Two little push pins that go into the side to lock everything into place. Now we need to attach the slides to the drawer. Now make sure you have the right ones. One set of slides is going to go on the desk and the others two are going to go on the drawer. So we need to grab these two right here. And the first one, we're going to do this side here. Make sure the wheel is facing towards the back of the drawer, just like this. Make sure the slots and the holes are facing towards on the particle board. Two little screws right here to attach it. Then we can do the same thing on the other side here. Now note that one side has holes right here and the other doesn't. That's okay, you're not going to really be using those, just to know that they are different, so you're not going to have to worry about that. Alright, setting the drawer aside and on to the next. Here's some wooden dowels here for this piece. And we'll take this plank here. It's identical both sides, so you just shouldn't have to worry about direction. Place it into those wooden dowels. Two more wooden dowels right here and here. Then we'll take this piece here. It is going to be directional here. As you can note, there's holes on one side. So just like this, place it onto the wooden dowels. Should look like this when you're done. Onto this piece here. We're going to take 4 screws. We're going to put them here, 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 and here. Just like this. And we'll come back to this piece. Now onto the big side piece with 4 more screws. We're going to put those here, 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 and here. And while we have this piece still in front of us, we can attach the slide. The slide for this side is going to go right about here. Make sure it looks the same on yours. 2 screws to attach it. Coming back to this side piece here, we're going to attach the slide. Same like before, have the slide oriented just like this. It's going to go right about here. And then we can attach it with 2 screws. Alright, we can move this aside for a second, bring in our other piece that we assembled, and now we're going to attach those 2 side pieces to it. So those 4 screws we just put in, it's going to line up to these 4 holes here, where you can see and go all the way in until you can see the head of the screw through the cam lock holes. Then we'll take 4 of the medium-sized cam locks, make sure you have the right ones, then we'll put them all into these 4 holes here to attach this side piece. Make sure you turn them 45 degrees, see how the arrow is facing away from it now. I did have some trouble getting to this one here. You might need a small stubby screwdriver, but I was able to get in there from the side like this with my screwdriver, not a problem. Now we can do the other side, that's the larger side piece. Line up the screws we put in to the cam lock holes, just like this. It's okay that they're going different directions, it'll all come together in the end. Take our cam locks here, install them into those 4 holes. Now we can take 4 dowels and then place them into the holes here, 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 and here. Make sure it's the correct hole. You'll know that it's the dowel hole because it doesn't have a cam lock hole next to it. Just like that. We'll set that aside. And now we can bring in our tabletop here. 4 more screws. I'm going to go here, 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 and here on the outer sides, just like this. Now we can bring the desk down onto the tabletop to make it easy on us on putting it together. Line up all the holes. Make sure it goes all the way down flush. Then we can work on putting in the cam locks. Now we're going to be using the larger, deeper ones for these ones here. These 4 right there. Next, we are going to attach the other leg side, which is this metal bar. Just line them up to the 3 holes here. And then we're going to take these 3 screws and attach it in these 3 holes here. Now, they did give us a tool for this. Here is an Allen key and a little cheater handle too. If you didn't know what this was, you can actually put it onto the Allen wrench here. It makes it easier to hold and gives you more leverage in tightening these screws. Believe me, you're going to need it for these ones. This next one is optional, but they did supply you with some plastic and rubber feet for the bottom of the legs here in case you're putting it onto a harder surface. I'm going to put these plastic ones in here on the particle board side just because it's going to be a little bit better on my carpet, but it's up to you if you want to install those. Then you can take your completed drawer piece, tip it into the tracks, and then close it. And oh yeah, don't forget your little protector ring for your cable hole here. Just put that into the slot. And there you have it. We've assembled the Micke Desk. If you'd like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. I look forward to putting together more items in the future for you. Have a great day.